Good morning, everyone. I am Deepak Singh Chauhan. I am working as an assistant professor in Information Department of Information Technology, Acropolis Institute of Technology and Research, Indore. In this video, we will see about the introduction of C and C++. In this video, we will cover basics of C and C++, that is the introduction part, including the data types and operators, various types of operators. So let's start with C. So what is C? C is a structured programming language that is developed by in early 1970s by Dennis Ritchie. It is a procedural language that is fast and close to hardware, making it ideal for system programming like operating systems. So most of the system operating systems are developed in C only. What is C++? C++ is an extension of C that is developed by Vijay Strostrup in 1980s. It adds some features into C like classes and object that is the supporting object-oriented programming. C++ supports both procedural and object-oriented paradigm, making it a multi-paradigm language. What is structure programming? Okay, so structure programming is a top-down approach where the program is divided into smaller manageable functions or modules. The key features of structure programming is it uses functions to divide code logically, follow a sequence, selection and iteration structure, no use of object or classes, and C language is a classic example of structure programming. This is a sample program that is written in C. Okay, so first we have to include a header file that is studio.h, that is standard input output for the standard input and output. Now we have created a function that is called hello that will print the hello word. For that we need to use the print function, predefined print function that is defined in the studio.h header file. Now in the main we have to call this function, and then the output of this function will be the hello world. What is object oriented programming? So object oriented programming is a method of programming where real world entities are represented as object. The key features of object oriented programming are it uses classes and object to build their programs. It is based on four pillars of object oriented programming, that is encapsulation, that is binding of data and function together. Now the second pillar is the abstraction, where we are hiding internal details from the external words. Inheritance is the ability to reuse the code from the existing classes, and polymorphism is the like is a function where some operations behave differently on different types of input. C++ is a popular example of object-oriented programming language. This is a sample program written in C++. Here we have created a class that has a public function that is display, and it is again printing hello, I am a student at the console. So here we have to use the cout that is defined in the iostream.h header file. So we have to use .iostream header file, that is input output string. In the main function we have to create an object of this student class. So student s is the object, and with the help of this object we are going to call this display function. Okay, so that will print the hello, I am a student at the console. Now, each and every programming language has a set of data types so that we can define different types of variable. So data types are used to declare variables of different types and determine the type of data a variable can hold. Okay, so in C and C++ also there are different types of data types. So the very first basic type of data type is a basic or built-in, or we can also call them primitive data types. So these data types contains integer, float, double, characters, and booleans. The integer is used to hold the integer values. Float is used to single precision decimal point values. Double is used to store the double precision decimal values. Characters are used to store a single character, and boolean are used to true or false, that are used in like decision making. Now the second type is the derived data types. So derived data types are the data types that are built with the help of primitive data types. So this contains arrays, pointers, functions, and references. So array is what? It is a collection of elements of same type. Pointers are what? These are used to store the memory address of another variable. Functions is a block of code to perform a specific task, and references in C++ are the aliases to another variable. Okay. Now we can also have user defined data types. So if we have a task that cannot be completed with the help of the built-in type or derived data types, so we can create our own data types in our programming language. These data types are called the user defined data types. So this contains structures. This is a group of variable of different types, and unions are like structures, but they share the memory. Enumerations, that is the enumeration of constants. Examples are also given here. And in C++, we have classes. So this is what is a class? It is a blueprint for creating objects. Okay. Now we can also have void data types. Void data types represent no values. It cannot, it means that it has no type. Now operators in C and C++. So we can have various types of, as we have data types in various types of data types in C and C++. So we also have different types of operators in C and C++. So what are the operators? These are the special symbols that perform operations on variables and values. So the very base first type of operators are the arithmetic types, arithmetic operators. These are the like plus, addition. Plus symbol is used for the addition of two numbers. Subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Division modulus is used to find the remainder of the two variables. Similarly, we have relational operators. These are also called comparison operators. So the very first operator is the equal to operator. Whenever we want to compare two values, that whether they are equal or not, so we can use this operator. Not equal to, that is used to like find whether these two numbers are not equal. Greater than operator, less than operator, greater than or equal to operator, and less than equal to. So these all these operators are used in conditional statements to find the whether these two values are equal or not, or greater or not, or less than or greater or not. So the output of this operations are the either true or false. Similarly, we have logical operators. So whenever we have to combine two conditions, we can use these logical operators. So the very first operator is the AND operator. AND operator means it is a logical AND. So whenever both the conditions are true, then it will return true. The second one is the logical OR. Logical OR operator is used to find whether if any of the two condition is true, then it will return true. Then we have logical NOT. The NOT is used to negate, or we can call it flip the values, flip the output. If the actual output is true, then it will flip it to false, and if the actual output is false, then it will flip it to uh, true. We can also have assignment operators that are used to assign the values to the other variables. The very first is the basic assignment operator, then assignment, add an assignment, subtract an assignment, multiply an assignment, divide an assignment, and modulus an assignment. So these are equivalent to like add an assignment is equal to a equal to a plus 5, then subtract and assign is equal to a equal to a minus 5. Similarly, all other operators will work. Uh, Then we are also having bitwise operators in C and C++. So bitwise operators are the operators that are used to perform operation at the bit level. Okay. So the very first operator is the AND operator, that is bitwise AND. So we have to perform the bitwise ANDing. Okay, and it will return set each bit to 1 if both bits are 1. Then bitwise OR, if it will set each bit to 1 if any of the bit is 1. Bitwise XOR, that is the XOR operation. It will perform the XOR operation that sets each bit to 1 if only one bit is 1, and NOT, that inverts all the bits. Then logical shift, that is left shift and right shift. So it will shift the values, bits left to left and right. Thank you so much. That's all from this video. Thank you.